I am a 60-year-old former banker. I have a PhD from Columbia. Um, I had a career in banking and then sort of as a contractor. But mainly the last 20 years, I've been working on philanthropy, um, especially small projects that need just a little help, that a little bit of money goes a long way for them. I think the impact per dollar is just immeasurable compared to some of the bigger charities. Um, I kind of stumbled upon documentaries when I was vice president of the Hollywood Historical Society, and we were documenting the Hollywood Beach Hotel, which was going to be torn down. It was built in the 1920s, actually. Has a fantastic story. And we filmed it. Um, and actually, it ran on PBS and won an Emmy for Best Picture, actually. It's a pretty good one. And then from there, I worked with Michael Anderson on his series of Black Heroes. In fact, we're doing one in the spring. We did a documentary on the Black historical area of Hollywood. Um, and, well, let's see. Then we fast forward. I went to leadership training and ran into Martha. We became friends. And I guess briefly after that program ended, Martha approached me. I wasn't quite sure which Martha she was, but she said she had a pitch. And she gave me the pitch, and I said, yeah, that sounds perfect. Sounds exactly what I like. Homelessness is a special issue for me because of my two adopted sons and their mother, and what it can do to a family. So it's a very important issue. I've always been into any issue involving the working poor. One of the reasons I got involved with the food banks was because it's feeding working poor people. And so many of our homeless are working. And those are the ones that I think we can help with, or at least help first. Well, I certainly got more insight into the complete life of a homeless person, uh, including accidentally hiring 3 in a row because they worked so hard. And I guess it's the innate compassion I have for homelessness that it's just a detail that I can easily overlook. It means that they are really inspired to work, and it makes up for the instability by I know that I'm making a big difference, even if it's only for a month or two. But they can see that they can do a great job working for me, and hopefully I'm just the first step towards a job. I met Jeanne in person, I think filming at the rodeo was the first time we actually met, as I remember. We may have talked on the phone a few times. I wasn't exactly sure what the film was about, the original part of it. But then at her gala, when I saw it, and in her fundraiser, I was flabbergasted. The first thing I did, I got up and hugged her, and I said, "Oh my God, you're the real thing." I said, "I had no idea you were real. I was hoping and praying, but you're a true believer." And I am a true believer, and the people I work with are true believers. And Martha, what I see in her is she's a true believer. You're not doing it for the publicity or the fame or the fortune, but to help somebody. And a lot of times that help goes unrecorded or even unacknowledged, except to myself. And there are times when you have to tell everyone what you did so they can follow as an example. But when you do it not to impress others, you do your good works in private. I think that's the most impressive. And the people who do that are real believers, like I am. Oh, I hope we can expand modestly with maybe, a front office person, and then maybe take on another professional editor or some kind of thing like that. I don't think we can expand to MGM studios. I don't think that we have the time capacity. I mean, we have a limited wavelength that we can handle, and it's still our story that we're telling. Well, it's the stories, other people's stories we're telling in this special way that Martha and I have seemed to kind of come to our style, and I really like that. Yes, I do. I believe that. I think, some people should be championed and shown as examples, such as you, or the incredible history behind the hotel. Or I think there's so many beautiful stories, sad stories, some of them important to tell. I hope our next one is funny. um, I see a story in everybody. I'm a natural story hearer. Um, I hear more than I actually tell stories. And I mean, when people start telling me the story, I just imagine how we could cut this, right, to make it palatable and for people to comprehend this, the underlying theme. Yeah. Look and highlight them and say, look, this is something people can do. You can join right now. You can help right now, right today. The world is not a hopeless place. The government is not the only option. You know, small groups like this, get involved. Be part of the story.